she just asks you if you want to play with her while holding her head and with her two hands. Better late than never, guys. It's Wednesday. Damn it. It's a random Wednesday. So you know what that means? We do a random thing on Wednesday. Today we are going to read what is the scariest, creepiest folklore or legend from the area you live in. Ask Reddit. Filipino here. There are islands in the Philippines that are called Monster and Witch Island, where inhabitants are blooded, so to speak. You can tell one if your reflection in their eyes is upside down. There are precautionary tales of pregnant women should not meet them, as unborn babies are the fave food of said monsters, where the woman will wake up in a pool of blood the next morning, not before hearing a tick tick sound. In reality, the tick tick sound is what a local lizard sound makes. The folk tale is to explain why miscarriages happen. It's a little unsettling. That's such a terrifying story to use to try to explain away why something happens. If you look at Red Riding Hood, it was a story made to tell women not to be flirty or to warn children of child predators from back in the day after sundown. Crazy. Here in Mexico, we have a ghost story wherever you go. Not any city. I guarantee you that every neighborhood has some kind of haunted house, building, or place. The creepiest I knew was La Niña del Parque Héroes? I don't know how to say that. The girl from the. How do you say that? Héroes? Park in Aguascalientes, Mexico. As the name implies, she's the ghost of a little girl who appears in the night. She just asks you if you want to play with her while holding her head and with her two hands. Oh my god, no thank you. I live in Kansas, and really the only remotely interesting folklore we have here is Stoll Cemetery. The cemetery that is supposedly a gate to hell. It appears in the show Supernatural, so I guess we got that going for us. I always wonder how in the world these stories like this get started. I make up words, okay? I know I add words to the sentence. Hmm. How many gates of hell does the USA have? Sir? This isn't Arby's. Here in Quebec, Canada, we got the Wendigo. It's basically a human turned beast after some cannibalism, and now he stays in the forest with a never ending hunger and keeps searching for a lost human to kill them and eat them. Interesting. I've heard of Wendigos from Until Dawn, like right here. Until Dawn. But I didn't know exactly what they were. What is this? Mosina. Pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. Or sometimes called the Girl in Red, is a Taiwanese ghost monster spirit. There is no clear definition what it actually is. There are multiple different appearances of it: a short, small girl in red clothes, a tall and white skinned woman with makeup. According to legend, it lives in the mountains, is familiar with nature and the landscape. It likes pulling pranks on the weak, lures old people into the mountains, feeding them with dirt, grass, cow poop, disguised as tasty meals. But it doesn't hurt them, so the victims are almost always found unharmed. With no clue what really happened, they're usually found the next day in some weird but obvious place. So the search team wonder how they missed it the day before. There's one incident where an old lady was kidnapped. When she was found, she said the demon is gone, and an old couple came and gave her food, tell her where to hide from rain, and kept chatting to comfort her, and left before the rescue team found her. These couples said to be the local protecting spirit and his wife, protecting the old lady from being harmed. What's fascinating is these stories have been around for centuries and still happens today. Many even claim to witness one. Hmm, interesting. So it's not really like, I guess, evil in a way, it's just like pulling pranks. Dang, this is long. Indian here, in the capital of India, there's been an urban legend for a particularly, is that supposed to say thorough? Oh, for a particular borough of the city? I'm not even gonna try to say that. The urban legend goes like this. Once there was a mother with her child. She was once crossing the street at night and was unfortunately run over by a vehicle. Different versions have different vehicles. She was flung away from her child. She crawled to her child only to find out he had passed away. She died before she could even reach him. It is said that her spirit haunts the area starting from 11 p.m. A friend told me the story that happened with his uncle there. His uncle was driving a scooter, like a moped, at night. Going back home from work, he saw a lady who gestured for a lift. He stopped beside her and asked her. She told him that she needed a lift to her neighborhood. He agreed since he just wanted to help a lady out in need. After some distance, she asked him to drop her, I guess, off. He wished her good night and went on his way. After some distance, he spotted another lady asking for a lift. The lady who was also wearing a sari, traditional drape. I don't know if I'm saying that right, sorry. But he couldn't recognize her face. She told him the same thing and helped. He helped another person again. Again, he wished her good night and went on his way. While driving, he had a cold shiver running down his spine. The realization was starting to dawn over him, but hadn't quite yet. After some distance, he saw a lady again, asking for a lift, but this time he pretended not to see her and kept driving. He kind of increased his speed a bit to hurry home sooner. After some distance, something caught his peripheral vision. He turned his head to the side to see the same woman running parallel beside him. She was looking straight in his eyes with a huge grin on her face. He was so shell-shocked he twisted his wrist and went full acceleration at around 100 kilometers or whatever that is. Is that miles per hour? Kilometers per hour? After some moments, he went unconscious. When he woke up, it was around 5:30 a.m. or so. The sun was coming out, and there was a person who woke him up. He asked if he was okay. The person told him that he found him laying on the footpath beside a scooter. He asked him whether he met with an accident or something. My friend's uncle looked around, and a bite mark wounds on his thigh and calves. He had blood, but it was dry now. The blood had clotted already. He found scratches on his helmet and some damage to his scooter. He never took that route at night. So yeah, it's kind of crazy story. Ooh. Hmm. Filipino here. This folklore just makes me scared to go out at night alone. The tikwi, again, guys, if I'm pronouncing things wrong, don't come after me. It's a creature that makes sounds in the night. It rips its other half of its body at night and then flies to look for victims. It makes sound like tikwi. What makes this creature's victims think that they are safe is that they make their sounds fainter and fainter to make it sound like they are now far away from the creature. But it's the opposite. The further away the sound, the closer they are to their victims. Damn. Well, that's disturbing. Not have a reason to be scared going around at night. Also, is there another name for the tikwi? This is kind of crazy. There's so many of these. Okay, guys, well, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Maybe we'll continue this another day. Do you want to hear more scary stories? More folklore legends? Just made up stories? Let me know down below. So this was Ask Reddit. What is the scariest, creepiest folklore or legend from your area you live in? And that was Random Wednesday. Thank you for watching, guys. More to come, more to come. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Hope y'all are doing well.